Hello ACF, it's great to see you. I pray you're well. This is your weekly ACF update, and if I don't have the chance to know you, my name is Will Davis Jr. I want to begin by just saying how proud I am of you and how much I'm encouraged by what I see you doing. I know some of you are struggling and you're discouraged and maybe even a little fearful in this season, and I totally get that. But from my perspective, I see you rising to the occasion. You're praying, you're worshiping, you're giving, you're evangelizing, you're serving, you're meeting in small groups, and that's all that God asks in crazy times like this. So hear me as one Christ follower to another, or if you prefer, as your pastor, just saying a way to go. You may say, well, you haven't seen me in my kitchen or with my kids or when I'm by myself, and I get that. But from what I'm seeing and hearing, you guys are trying to stay faithful to Christ, and that's all God asks. So what I want to talk to you about is we're trying to take some steps to get you back into a worship setting at 4 Points. You may have seen this past weekend in our video that went out, our worship event, we've combined the leadership from Brushy and Lake Travis and 4 Points, and we had just an amazing time of worship together as one church, which we'll do probably for the duration of COVID for a while until things give us a chance to separate again if we so choose to. And you may have noticed in that video that we had people in the room. We invited volunteers to come in and to respond to worship and respond to me and be part of that. And we're going to begin to open that up and give more and more folks a chance to sign up for that and be part of that recording session. Now it's a recording session and it's a serving opportunity. So we're going to require temperature checks and masks and social distancing and signing up, etc. But we'd like to begin to open that up to anybody who wants to come. And so I think this week you should be getting an email. Make sure you're on the email distribution list for ACF. And we'll basically say, hey, if you want to be part of one of our recordings on a weekend, here's how you do it. And we may try to fill the room to 70 to 80. And so if we have 300 people that want to do it, then or more, which would be great, then until we're ready to go larger, we'll have to kind of rotate you through. But this is us taking the first steps toward getting people back for worship events in our event center in a live setting. And we feel really encouraged about it. We have a doctor that's working with us on it, and we're really trying to get it right. So sign up for that, and hopefully I'll see you in the EC at a weekend event soon, a recording session for that soon. What I really want to encourage you to do is join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. for our church online platform. What I got to do this past weekend, and Susie was right there with me, and she was watching it on Facebook and on our church online platform. I was on church online from the website. Guys, it was a blast, and it was really inspiring, and it was the closest thing I've had to really feeling like I was in church since we stopped having services back in March. Our church online pastor, Jason Gordon, and his volunteer team did a great job of getting online about 15 minutes before the service started. There's a countdown. And he was talking people up, and people were saying good morning and saying hi and talking about how excited they were, all via chat. And there's an invite your friends button, and there's a send a link button, and I invited some friends and invited some people that I hoped would show up. And then the service goes live, and the hosts there are available for prayer. But what was fun was while we were worshiping with our great leadership, people are commenting on the songs, and people are talking about how meaningful they are and how great it sounds and the lyrics, and it was just really inspiring. And then we got to teaching, people were able to comment. You can't do this in church. You can't say, what's he talking about? But you could do that on chat, which is kind of fun. And people commented on the message, and Jason stimulated thought with his comments, and what do you think about this? And write that statement down, those kind of things. And if you need prayer, click here, and if you want to give money, you can click here, and if you want to respond, here's a place you can go. And it was a blast. And we had a lot of people involved for our first time. And so if you want that engagement, we're asking you to join us until we change our times or offer multiple times. We're asking you to join us at 10 a.m. Let's get back in the habit of doing Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Because you'll see faces, you'll see people, you can talk to them. It will really be encouraging you to feel like such a large congregation again. Susie was on Facebook and the church online platform, and Susie saw a lot of people on the Facebook stream that aren't part of our church, but they had tuned in, and that's really encouraging. So I want to invite you to give this a chance. You go to our website Sunday morning, just click Church Online, and it'll say click here to join the platform. We'll open it up about 15 minutes before the service starts and keep it open 15 minutes after the service is over. Or you can do it through Facebook Live, either our Facebook page. It was really good. And I'd love to see you there until we can be in the same room together. The other thing I want to say is just thank you for your patience. I know some of you are really frustrated that we're not opening up because other churches have, and I get that. And we're not honestly trying to be other churches. We've been talking to other pastors, some who opened up and closed, some who opened up and said it was great, some who opened up and said it wasn't so great. We're trying to hear the Lord, listen to our leaders, and discern what the Spirit is asking of us. And we've tried to do some strategic teaching about what the church is. My message 2 weeks ago about the power of two was a deliberate word on, look, we're not stopped just because we can't meet. But I know some of you are up to your ears of not having church, and please know we're working really hard to find a way to do this right. There are no rules right now. You need to know we're praying. You need to know we're listening. And I'm open to your feedback. You can contact me anytime at my email, srpastor, senior pastor at acfellowship.org. And many of you have, and I welcome it. Anyway, hope to see you this Sunday at 10 a.m. I love you, and I'm proud of you, and I'll see you soon.